What's up, Airsofters? Dragon here, Arkansas Combat Simulations, ACT. Gosh, why can't I ever talk on these things? Instead of editing it out, we'll just go with it. ACS TV, sponsored by Longbow BBs, Sniper Ops USA. I just got finished doing a video, and I was playing around with these little sneaky leaves. I'm a little impressed by the coloration of these. I am looking at them in the camera light there may be a little bit of a type of reflective sheen to it, and I've known a lot of guys to do extra enhancements to these too. Sneaky leaves is kind of a coveted product for bow hunters, and I believe the reason being is because number one, they kind of look more realistic for a fake leaf, I should say. They got the veins and the outer darkening on them. I got the fall colors, which has a lot of yellow brown, and green brown type sleeves, because predominantly I'll be playing in a non super green leafy environment throughout the cooler parts of the year. And then for those warmer days and the stuff starts getting lush and out, you can always add more vegetation, real vegetation from where you're playing to it. And I can always add like more green fake stuff for my rigs, in order to enhance it, for that time of year even further. Just like anybody would do with a traditional grass ghillie or Wookiee suit, whatever you want to call them. String ghillie. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit there so I can sit up. The lighting hasn't been good in here today. Definitely a lot different. But back to the sneaky leaves. The sneaky leaves are the reason why bow hunters and stuff like these is because you want to look like a tree, a pile of leaves, break up your outline, but you don't want to sound like one. That works very well for us bolt action users. These don't rustle a whole lot. You don't sound like, whenever they're all put on you and everything, they don't sound like a bunch of piles of leaves. You want to look like the pile of leaves, but you don't want to sound like a moving pile of leaves. And that's why sneaky leaves is a little bit of a coveted item, besides the decent coloration. The way that they're made, they're very durable, silk and plastic veins in them. They hold their shape really good. Now, sneaky leaves, I don't know if they come in any other kind of variety, but all I could find myself online was the, what is that, gum tree or maple leaf looking stuff. Gum trees and maple leaves are pretty common, like all across the United States. Especially in our area, we have a dominance of gum trees that it doesn't seem out of place. Now, if you're in an area that's like, Texas or something, where all you got is cactus and scrub brush, of course, these are not going to, help you blend into the environment too much. They're not exactly maple leaves, and they're not exactly gum leaves either. I don't really know what tree that they... sycamore tree. I'm not a tree guy. I'm not a botanist. I should just shut up before I make myself look like even further idiot. Anyways, sneaky leaves, they don't make a whole lot of sound, rustling together. I mean, you can't ever, 100% get rid of sound, but when these are stuck on your gear and you're out there moving around and stuff, they don't make a whole lot of rustling noises, like, say you just made like some sort of silk fake leaf plant drapery to go over you or whatever. It's different materials are going to make different sounds, and there will be a rustling sound, especially as are passing through brush and limbs and stuff, and it scrapes across. There's a lot of reasons why the sneaky leaves are kind of coveted. I think a lot of it has to do with the coloration. I think a lot of it has to do with the type, the way that they're made, and the type of material doesn't, I'm rubbing that real hard, and you can barely hear it. yeah, I think it's gonna enhance my 3D ghillie top pretty good. I mean, if you could just imagine. Um, and hopefully I got enough to do my tops, bottoms, and my gear, but I'm pretty sure with just these two packages from what I'm looking at, even with me adding some different fake plant leaves that I'll be conditioning myself. A lot of this, forgot to skip that part. A lot of these 3D leafy snipers or bolt action users that are doing the sniper ops over in the UK, they'll even get these and other fake plant type of material to enhance their gear and ghillie, and they'll do stuff like soak them in coffee, wet coffee grounds for a week, do all these chemical things to take the sheen off, dust them with spray paints, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not really sure that I am going to go through all that mess. I am going to paint some leaves. They won't be as great colored, advanced or whatever, but they'll be like the under these in various ways and positions or whatever. So that way it seems more naturally vegetative full, I should say, instead of like, that's probably my biggest complaint about these is like these little strips. They work pretty good whenever you're, not like just standing up and in a straight line, but these little flaps here, they come out and they jiggle they move in the wind a little bit. They break up your outline just a tad bit, but there is actually a lot of space between each one of these flaps. And I'm going to try to position the leaves where it kind of pushes these out like more in places and pulls it in more in other places, and, cover some of these, very darkened real tree gaps in there. But, I mean, overall, I'm kind of, it was a lot darker than what I actually expected whenever I got this. The pictures were way different than what the product that I'd gotten. Of course, I ordered it off of Amazon, so, go figure, huh? But anyways, yeah, Sneaky Leaves, I'm pretty excited about it, guys. I got that. And I got the shoe glue that, James Bailey recommended to, help attach stuff. And, we'll see how that goes. Not really, I've never used this product, so I don't really know what to expect. So I'm a little worried, but hey, James Bailey says it. Hey, I'm going to try it at least. Yeah, 2 packages of Sneaky Leaves, guys. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know how many pieces. I've like taken some out of this package. Of course, put on the hat. Some fell out in the box. I got this pack of it and another pack. I'm hoping that I got enough to go around, especially what I can like trim off the. I got a fake ficus tree that's in the office. It's been falling apart. I'm gonna cut leaves off of it. I'm going to lay them all out and spray paint them, dust them, maybe edge them a little bit here and there with different fall and then camo type of colors, and then flip them over. And I don't want to go. You don't want to go heavy on your spray paint, even Krylon paint, because even the flats, whenever they dry, have a sheen to them, and you basically you just want to dust the stuff until you get a. I don't know how you say it. I don't remember the type of artist or whatever, but you ever looked at one of those, pieces of artwork where somebody's taken a marker and just made a bunch of dots, and then, you pull it back and it kind of makes a picture? Well, that's sort of what you want to do with the dusting of the spray paints too. You want to give it just enough coloration that at any kind of distance, 10 feet away, 5 feet away, 25 to 300 or whatever, it changes that base color to something else because the dots of the paint are so close together that it does something with it. Otherwise, you're going to get like a major sheen, very reflective. So that way, if you pass through from shadow into light, it's going to be a more noticeable by anybody observing that area. So I'm hoping to do pretty good. It's like I'm not like super duper duper thrilled about the little bit of sheen I am seeing on that leaf right there as the light's hitting it just in this covering here. but I don't really want to do too awful much to these. I don't want to spend all day and all night and weeks upon end soaking these in coffee grinds and trying to figure out what other people do to make these not do that. I think that just the base coloration and shape of them and everything, it's going to do good enough for what I need. Anyways, this is my second sneaky leaf presentation. I kind of like it a little bit better, so I'll probably like post up this video instead of the other one. I got something else to talk about here in a minute. Guys, Longbow BBs 50% off US based orders. Hey, take advantage of that before the 21st of this month. You know, great quality BBs. You know, I won't put anything else through my bolt action rifles ever again. As long as this company exists and they make great quality BBs, I am super thrilled about it. I was hoping that they'd come in with this order here, but they didn't today, because I mean, I'd really like to have the bottle here and be like, there it is, Longbow BBs. But anyways, that's all out of me. Enough yapping, and I will catch you guys next time. Another video to follow. Catch you later.